As far as this Bishop Luers team goes, you graduated a lot of talent from last year, specifically on the offense and defensive line. How are you going about filling those holes here early in camp?
Open competition usually brings out the best in kids. We hope it brings out the best in kids. This competition's gone back to February, January, when we first started working out, carrying on into the summer, and the 10, 12 days of putting the pads on, seeing what kind of physicality they're going to bring. We'll probably have some kids that are going to see both sides of the ball, like Trey Underwood, Zach Starks in particular. To do that, you got to be in shape. Just the hard work from those groups of kids, and I think most coaches will tell you those groups of linemen on both sides of the ball are usually your hardest workers. We found that's the case. So whoever it is that is going to fill in, we're going to be confident in.
The defensive line, do you play 4 defensive linemen or 3 defensive linemen? And if so, how many starters return on your defensive line?
It depends on the scheme that we're going to see that week. This year we're probably going to focus more on a 4-man defensive front, 2 interior guys. We do like the depth that we have at the end position. I'm really on both sides of the ball, tight end and the defensive end. I think that's going to be a strength of ours. Those interior guys. So really we're looking at moving to a 4-man front. We're looking at 2 interior guys versus 3 interior guys when we ran a 5-man front often last year. So that may help. We talked about that this offseason. That may be the best way to approach this. Need to fill in those line positions, particularly that defensive line. We'll see.
Offensively, obviously Austin Mack did a lot for you guys last season, kind of just trying to get him the ball any way, shape, or form, which makes a lot of sense when he's a U.S. Army All-American. Who are some of the guys that are going to step up? Because I know Deshaun's obviously talented, and you guys have a new quarterback in.
Yeah, I think – I hate to say my job's going to be easier, but as an offensive play caller, not dictating – how many times we need to get the ball in one person's hand versus this year, quite frankly, we got kids at every skill position that can do some dangerous things with the ball in their hands. So, guys like Jalen Charlton and Ty Hambright and Gareth Brower in the backfield. We return our 3 top running backs from last year. Well, Gareth was hurt, so this is actually going to be his real first full-time taste of varsity football. We're excited about the running game. Arian's another running back in the backfield. Who happens to have a pretty good arm. He's going to give us some things we can do offensively that we haven't done in years. And then out wide, you start with Deshaun because he's got that talent. You hear a lot of comparisons with Austin, and rightfully so. Body height, body type, speed, just athleticism and playmaking ability. But he's surrounded. He's got some pretty good receivers around him. We're really excited about Carter Gilly. Senior and senior Jordan Brooks. Those are 2 kids I think are really hungry. They've been having great off seasons. They're directing these younger receivers to, not just what routes they're running, but how you're going to block this kid, where you're going to line up, looking at alignment. They're 2, very good, smart kids that I think are going to be great leaders for us, and I think they get some playmaking ability in them as well.
When you take a look at Arian, what does he bring to the table? And then also, I imagine that he's cleared for you guys because I know whenever there are transfers, there are clearance questions.
Yeah, actually, we were just looking over that with the new athletic director today, and Arian's good to go. He gives us some option ability. Option hasn't really been a staple in this program probably since I played, in all honesty. It'd be a different kind of option, be more in the gun. But at the same time, he's got some really, really great playmaking abilities with his legs and throwing on the run. His play action is, second to none around here. He's very smooth. He's really picking up on the offense. We're gonna be able offensively, I think, add some things to what we've established in the last 5-6 years I've called the offense. He gives us a different dynamic back there. A guy that can pull it down and run it, or a guy that can drop back and toss it over the top.
In your eyes, what's the biggest key to having the success that you guys want to have in this season? What's the biggest key for Bishop Luers?
Health and depth on the offense and defensive lines, without a doubt. We're really excited about the group of linemen we have in the program. We've got some good leaders and some big, strong kids in the seniors and junior classes. we've also got some big, good-looking kids that are in the sophomore class coming up. So the only problem is we don't have a lot of them. If we can stay healthy, particularly that position on offense and defensive line, if we can stay healthy, I really like our chances this year. I think we'll be very competitive.
Anything else you'd like to add?
I don't think so. I'm going to get to practice.
Good.